Okay, it's June 15th, and the lilies are in full bloom. All the hardy lilies and the daylilies. The hollyhocks are in bloom. And the dianthus. And the hardy geraniums. And the poppies are almost done. There's a weed right there. I need to come out and cut this off here because we don't want the hardy lilies to make seeds. It's better to have them have the bulbs multiply. And I'm looking here really good to see if there's any more of those trumpet vines popping up. Here's one that I found the other day and pulled it up. Kind of wilted now, but I pulled it up. And so I just keep watching so I don't have any more of those popping up in here. These weeds I need to pull up. I need to come around with where the trumpet vines were, and you can see they're still popping up a couple years later. There's another one over here. Gets me how this 3-foot sidewalk wasn't enough of a barrier, and so every now and then I have to pull one up out of the flower bed here. And this yarrow was blooming. Look at that. Even in here competing with the daylilies. There's one down there. This blue strife in here blooming. Oh, here's a tiger lily blooming. You can tell tiger lilies because they're sharply recurved, like this here. And all the ones I know of are spotted like this, but the real deciding factor is bulbules down in there. So I don't see any on this one, but it could be just because they haven't grown in there yet. The bulbules are what it does instead of seeds, as far as I know. But it's just easier to dig up the plant and divide it, because it has the big huge bulbs at the bottom there. These are those poppies that were, or peonies that were so pretty. And here's a hardy lily getting ready to bloom. There. And here's one right here. And this is a hibiscus, but it's not blooming yet. It's got those really red flowers. Here's a hardy lily getting ready to bloom. This is wild bergamot or bee balm. I think that's a weed. So it's just, I hate this stuff. It gets all over the place. I just spent time out in the garden pulling it. Blue sky. It's so pretty when it's blooming. Here's a nice hardy lily. Hardy lilies are absolutely no relation to daylilies. You can tell the hardy lilies because they're upright and the leaves come out from the side like this. Whereas daylilies, the leaves are all on the ground like that, like grass. Here's this delphinium that I bought in a pot. This absolutely did not make it. This columbine's all done blooming. Oh, look at that lily. Right there next to the loose strife. Those are pretty lilies. I like those. Now look at this sweet William in here growing. This is another hibiscus. It's not blooming yet. It's got pink flowers on it. These are lemon lilies that are not yet blooming. They look like daylilies, but they're yellow. And that phlox I found out in the yard and planted it. Right here, it made it. And this foxglove I bought, planted it over here. It's doing just fine. It's all done blooming, but it's doing just fine. It's not wilted or anything. So it should be looking nice there next year. Early in this spring, I planted some coral bells in here. Bare root. There's one of them. There's another one right there. There's one more down here. One goes to this closet, thank you for that. Yes, I can't find the one that was down here. Of course, the hostas shaded it all out. Yeah, because I sure don't see it. Okay. So at least two of those coral bells made it. Here it is, right here. Here. And you struggle away in the bone dry soil with the hostas overhead. This is a stargazer lily I planted here. It's getting ready to bloom. And I started it, I bought a package of 3 bulbs at Menards or Walmart or something. And I didn't get them planted. I got to doing a busy, you know. Anyway, I didn't plant them for so long. I thought they were dead because they're all dried up in there. But I stuck them in a place out back in like a nursery bed or whatever you want to call it, where I don't actually grow things. And sure enough, they came up a while later. And so this spring, that was last year, this spring I dug them up. Well, the plants were actually about this tall. And put them out here. And I've never dug up lilies while they were growing. Usually I just, you know, plant the bulbs and then leave them alone forever. But that actually worked. I was thinking it wouldn't work, and I didn't want to leave them out there in that nursery bed forever. And so I dug them up and put them out here while they're actually growing, and they're doing fine. And now they're actually getting ready to bloom. But I put them here because I've got these 2 benches here, and these 2 benches are really cool because all around them I've got all these hostas. It's like a big ring of hostas around here, plus all those down there. And this is the kind of hostas. They just have plain green leaves. They're actually very plain hostas, but they have some of the sweetest smelling blooms. It's the only hosta I know of that has these really sweet smelling blooms like this. It's like I got them growing all over in here, really. And but then with these stargazer lilies. I was thinking about planting even more of those around in here. Just plant a bunch of stargazer lilies around in here because they smell so good when they're blooming. Some lilies smell really strong, perfumey. The stargazer lilies are one of them. So anyway, I'm really glad that they have made it so far. These lilies that I planted are coming along. I planted the bulbs here earlier this spring, and it took them a long time to come up. I didn't think they were going to make it, but those did. This is a stilby here. These are lily of the valley. When I was growing up, we always had these growing out around our front porch. They have like a little teeny bell-shaped flower that smells good. Some people say they're invasive, but this whole flower bed is just for invasive plants only anyway, so. This here is a stargazer lily too. They're just not blooming yet. But I'm going to have a whole bunch more of them around these two benches, I think. And I need to come out and trim my hostas. Sometimes I get so behind in my garden work, or my irises, they're done blooming, they need to have the blooms cut off. And some of these lilies that are done blooming, I need to trim those off. I don't trim off the poppies because I want them to reseed. They are, poppies are hardy annuals, meaning they reseed themselves and the seedlings winter over. So they'll be wherever, you can actually see around July or so little seedlings growing up. Yeah, in fact, I got some over here. I've seen some of those little poppy seedlings coming up over in here. There's one right there. Now see, this grew from a seed just this year. And next year, a big poppy plant, there's another seedling right there. There's another one. Will grow here. From these seedlings like this, that started this year from the seeds that these poppies dropped. Sometimes you can hear the seeds rattling around in there. There's seeds on the outside of there. They look like just like poppy seeds that you might have on a roll, a dinner roll or something. Although I think those are different kind of poppies. This is a columbine I transplanted here earlier this year. Here's another one of those lilies I planted as a bulb here early this spring. There's another one. There's another one. Look, it's getting ready to bloom. I was hoping it would bloom this year because I just planted it this spring as a bulb I bought. These here, I dug up and planted here from somewhere else in the garden a couple years ago. And here's some more that I just planted this spring. Oh. Love those daylilies. This is coral bells. This has been sitting here for many years and kind of died out in the center, but it's got a whole bunch of them growing around in a circle that you can see in the spring. And this here is a hardy geranium. It's done blooming. And look at the size of these lily blooms. Isn't that something? Okay, if you thought that was a good video, can you please subscribe and like this video? I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. And thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.